I believe that there is no form of change that you can ever make in your life other than that of your thinking. And that is if you want a different kind of life. Now, I'm speaking to you not knowing where exactly you are seated in life. However, I'm going to break it down for you so that you can understand exactly why I'm saying this kind of statement. Now, remember, uh, we as individuals, we've been made to believe that life happens to us instead of us creating the kind of life that we envy. Now, the negative part of believing that life happens to us, it's very simple in that it makes you weak to the situation that you on your own you are capable of changing your own life, and as such you just have to let life go by and hope that things will come together for you. And if that has been the approach that you've been taking, then my guess is perhaps you might not be living such a pleasant life. If you can remember from the Bible, it says we are made from a creator, and therefore it means we are also creators. Now, being a creator, it means if ever you find yourself like as I'm speaking to you right now, wherein you are finding life very unpleasant, this is also to make you aware that because you've created that you can also create a different kind of life that you envy. The reason why I'm saying this is that we've got a lot of people in the world who wants change, but a lot of such people, none of them wants to change themselves, and yet they hold the key or the power to can change their own life. Can you see how this is contradictory to the kind of change that many people are actually looking for? The reason being is that if you can recall, this gentleman called Einstein Young, he stated that the definition of insanity is actually doing the same thing over and over again and yet expecting different results. Now, this is something that I get to come across with the people that I get to meet on a regular basis, wherein I see a lot of people hanging around with the same people, doing the same stuff, and the worst of them all, letting life go by, like as I explained before. Now, why would people hang around the same people of the same standard? Why would people hang around the same kind of people? Very simple, in that uh, an average person hangs around with a person who is of the same standard or below, and there's a reason for that. The reason is very simple, and that reason is that it makes them feel good. Now, because it makes them feel good, there's no high edge in their lives to can want to do better. Because if you just changed your environment, let's say you're unhappy with where you are right now, and you decided, look, let me try a different kind of environment. My friend, let me promise you something that a new environment, especially if it's that of people with very high standard in life, it's gonna pull you to want more out of life. Meaning, the one thing that I'd love most about such a thing is it's going to help you to never settle for what you think is best in life, because there is more, and that other people are doing it, and as a result, you too can be in a position to get such. And frankly speaking, there's a lot of things that we can enjoy in life when we have got certain flexibility, like accessible, or maybe let me call it flexible earnings, that maybe you can decide to take your family on holiday, or you can decide to live in a very cool and calm neighborhood, or maybe drive the kind of cars that you love, take holiday whenever you feel like, etc., etc. All this, the beginning of all this change, requires you to start thinking different. Now, fine. If you get the point of what I'm telling you right now, let's move on to the next stage, which is how on earth can I inflict change in my life? Now, the first one is very simple that I can share with you is that you need to change your environment. I've just highlighted to you the the advantages of you actually changing your environment. But in a nutshell, think of a flower that doesn't blossom. If that is you, you don't fix the environment, but in which it grows. You, you fix the environment in which that flower grows, not the flower itself. And basically, that's what I mean. In that, I can say the first thing is listen to this entire presentation. I've broken it down into small bite pieces simply because I want you to absorb as much as best you can so that you too can be in a position to explain it to the next person. Right. The second thing is I want you to see if you cannot attend one of the live sessions across the country. And below, I've put down my details wherein you can get hold of me if you need more information on some of these meetings, wherein I can also get the opportunity to meet you in person. The second thing that I will encourage you to do is to read books. Other than the one that you are seeing on the screen here, I would also encourage you to read a book called The Magic of Thinking Big or Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Lastly, I will encourage you to listen to audios. If you listen to audios and forget about news and all that's happening out there in the world, then this will be the you'll be building a very excellent foundation for the kind of change that you need. So I'll see you in the next call it video.